Hi, I'm Kenyon Grey. I wanted to come on and talk to you about my new single, When Angels Cry, releasing this coming January 6th, 2023. This is a monumental moment for me. This song represents so much in my life. It's the crux and the bane of what I went through back when I was a younger man. My children had been taken from me by my then wife, and they were missing for 3 years, and I had private investigators looking for them, and I was trying to balance a music career, trying to balance my job as a firefighter, trying to balance being a parent to my two older boys who were I was still trying to raise, and they were going through some very pivotal moments in their life, and I was trying to search for my two youngest children with the aid of a private investigator. And for 3 years, we could not find them until I got a phone call out of the blue that my daughter was in a Montana hospital and with severe injuries. So I flew to Montana and got custody of both my children, and came back and started trying to get them acclimated to life and make sure they were safe. You know, my number one prevailing thought at that time was my children deserve a father who's willing to give up everything and sacrifice everything he is for them, because they're my first gift in life. So I really tried to do that, and I found that the music business was kind of getting in the way of being a father. Major record label had really become interested in my music, and I was being developed by a management team on Music Row in Nashville, and I had to walk away from it all for my kids. And it was a little hard to swallow at the time. It it breaks your heart. You have this dream that you've had since you were a child, realize that your own children have needs that you can only accommodate by being there full time for them. And so I walked away from the music business. I walked away from everything that I had going on at the time, and I began to raise my kids and try and get them developed. But it wasn't until my daughter approached me years later. She knew that I had was struggling with, should I get back in the music business? Should I start going down this road? And so I kind of went to my children and I said, look, I'm thinking about doing this. And my daughter, she approached me and said, Dad, you saved us, which meant so much to me because of the sacrifices that I was honored to make. But you make these sacrifices and you don't know what the future's going to hold. I never thought I'd have the passion to get back into music. But when she said those small words to me, it told me she was safe. It was all godly inspired. So January 6th, this song is coming out. It's going to represent kind of a personal moment and a poignant moment in my life, but it's also it's advocating for other left behind parents and other parents that maybe are going through the same thing I went through. One of the things while they were missing is I never gave up hope. And I always believe in my faith, in God, that my children were coming back. Even when other people were telling me they weren't, that they just vanished, I still believed. And I kept hope alive. And I kept hope. And I had to encourage myself at times. The guys on the fire department, I was embarrassed at times because, I was the patriarch of my family and I couldn't keep my kids safe. Had no idea where they were. And I couldn't really explain myself. And the guys on the fire department, they didn't understand it. They saw me struggling, but they had no idea why. This is the song that's going to kind of bring everything home. So I hope everybody likes it. I'm very excited. It's being put out by AOK Records in Nashville, and it's going out to 4,100 radio stations and playlists. So please subscribe, and I'll keep you guys up and current on what's happening.